Hey everyone, Tech Barn back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a common headset which you may have probably seen in the Impaulsive Podcast at some point.
They're gonna have me again.
Whether it's the Impaulsive Podcast, you've seen Logan Paul wear them, or you've seen them in the Joe Rogan Podcast. Today we're going to take a look at that exact headset and talk a bit more about it, how it is, who it's used for, and if you should pick one up or not. With that being said, sit back, relax, and let's get right into the video. Now you might be asking, why these headphones? And to clarify things, these headphones are the Sennheiser HD280 Pros. And the reason going back onto why I picked these up is because after watching the Impaulsive Podcast for a really long time, I started to notice the headphones that Logan and Mike use and saw that they're shaped in a very awkward way. And that got me thinking, why do they use these? And then afterwards, I saw them as well on the Joe Rogan Podcast. So that got me even thinking more, why these headphones? What's so special about them that these two big influencers chose these ones? And so the best way to figure that out is I picked up a pair myself, and I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on them. So starting off with the design, right out of the box, it's very simple. You don't get much, you just get the headphones themselves, as well as a 6.3mm headphone jack adapter. Very simple. Now going back to the design, after picking up these headphones from the box, I realized that there's a lot of padding on that. And at first that got me thinking, it's a bit odd having all these cushions everywhere. It's like pillow mania on this headphones. But I then realized that these cushions, despite not looking the most premium, are really, really nice and comfortable to have on your head. You've got two initial cushions at the top of the headband, as well as two big cushion ear cups on the headphones as well. When it came to design build quality wise, it's all made out of plastic, which I guess isn't too bad, but with that plastic, there does come the added benefit of having a lot of flexibility. And these things flex, swivel, tilt, you name it, this headphone does it. And that got me thinking that they probably use this headphone because on their podcast, they have a lot of guests coming on, which brings the idea that everyone has a different head shape, different head sizes. And with these headphones, I realized that they're super comfy and can pretty much adapt to any head shape out there. As well, they fold. So if you want to take it on the go, bring it somewhere, they fold and it's just really nice to see. As well, these headphones are also glasses friendly. The other half of Tech Barn wears glasses, he tried them out, and there's almost no clamp force on the glasses pressing up against your face, which is a really nice thing to see. Now, as for branding, there isn't much on this headset. You mainly just have the Sennheiser logo at the top of the headband, as well as the HD280 Pro on each side of the ear cups. Now, one thing as well that you will definitely notice if you do pick up this headset is that it has a very, very long coiled cable. Now this cable is connected via 3.5mm headphone jack, but the one downside to this cable, and honestly the one thing about this headset, is that this cable is not removable. And that may not seem like the biggest issue at first when you're just looking at it, but after a while you realize that if anything happens to this headset wire-wise, then you're absolutely screwed. You cannot do anything and you're really just gonna be stuck with a broken headset that can't be really fixed. You're gonna have to buy a new one, and that does cause a bit of an issue. Now moving on to the sound quality and my experiences with this headphone. So far I've been using it mainly to game here and there, as well as edit videos and listen to music. And they've been phenomenal. Not only are they super comfy because the clamp force is very little, they also isolate noise very well. They are not active noise canceling, but they do have a good amount of noise canceling built in the fact that because they're closed back earphones, they do make it so that you can barely hear what's happening around you. Now touching on the sound quality side of things, this headset has a really nice full and rich sound profile. As well on the bass side, it does pack a punch. Again, this is coming from me. I'm by no means an audiophile. I just like listening to music here and there, as well as when I'm editing videos. And for me, these sound really nice. And for $100, you're getting pretty much what you pay for. As well, the comfortability aspect of the headset, tying in with the audio, seems like a really good deal in my opinion. Now the final question comes, who are these headphones mainly targeted towards? And I would say it's mainly for people who are always switching around who the user of this headphone is. If you're someone who's a professional, wants good audio quality, but will have maybe guests here and there that are going to be using this headset, it's really good because it's super adaptable. And I would say that the best word for this headset is adaptable. It can adapt to any head size, head shape, preference that anyone has. And that's probably why Logan Paul and Joe Rogan use it on their podcast. And it's a well-known podcast headset. Now, another thing about them is that they're super comfy. And usually for podcasts, you talk for upwards of an hour. And you do not want to have an uncomfortable headset when you're talking for so long. So having that is really nice. So overall, this headset is honestly a really good pickup if you're looking to just upgrade your audio wear, or you have a podcast where you do have a bunch of guests coming on. Of course, now during COVID, it's going to be hard to have guests coming on unless they're in your circle. But overall, this is a really solid headset, and there's a reason it's called the podcast headset. With that being said, if you stuck around to the end of the video, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. It genuinely means the world to us, and it helps the channel grow day by day. This has been Tech Barn, and as always, stay premium.